Yo, RX back with another recap of UFC 319, Chimaev versus Duplessis. We back with another recap of a pay-per-view in Chicago that was good. I enjoyed it. I thought it was a fun card. Yeah, I thought the card was good. There's definitely some things to point out that were not good, and some things to definitely talk about. But, yeah, I overall thought this was a fun card. Very fun pay-per-view. I enjoyed it. Like, I had a fun time, and, so it was a fun card. A little bit, my voice was shot after last night. A little, maybe underwhelming than what we were expecting, but still pretty fun card. For a 12-fight card that had a lot of cancellations throughout the week, and still looked even pretty decent on paper after, so it was still good. And you could say a little bit disappointing, but I wasn't that disappointed. I had a good time. I enjoyed it. And, yeah, we got a lot to talk about, don't we? We got plenty to talk about in this recap. So, should be interesting. Should be very interesting. And, yeah, not really, sure what else to say. And I know it's a quicker intro than usual, but I'm not really sure what else to say, so. Yeah, so let's not waste any more time. Let's get into it. Before we do, the final thing I will say, as always, is the normal YouTube bullshit. Please like, comment, and subscribe. 200 subs goal by the end of 2025. Can we get there? It'd be kind of cool. If not, doesn't matter to me. You know me. I'll be doing the same content either way for y'all, because I love y'all and I love doing this shit. So, let's keep going. Now it's time to recap UFC 319 from Chicago. You ready? I know I am. Unless I'm going to say something that I don't believe I am. I said the card was fine and I enjoyed it. So let's get into the recap. First of all, we'll begin with bad news. We did lose a fight at the weigh-ins in the Sultan Erzeboyev and Brian Battle. Fat ass Brian Battle came in overweight. He weighed in at 190 and the fight got cancelled. Good job, Battle, you fucking moron. You lazy sack of shit. Yeah, very disappointed with Brian here. I'm done with Battle. He's just fucking up his own career one day at a time. I don't get it. At welterweight, fine. You shouldn't even be fighting at welterweight. Why the fuck are you missing at middleweight by that much, no less? Like, put down the fucking honey buns for 5 minutes and make weight, you dumb cunt. But, I don't know, maybe, I don't know. He did apologize to the Sultan, and they did agree on getting the fight rebooked for 321 in Abu Dhabi. So, if that happens, cool. Hope it does. Brian Battle is on a hot seat now. If he misses weight again, he's probably cut. If he loses this fight, if it's rebooked, he's probably cut. Like, he's self-sabotaging at its finest, and I don't understand why. Like, he is a good fighter, but he's getting in his own way too much, and it's annoying to see him fuck up and miss weight like an idiot by that much, but second time, man. Yeah, welterweight is understandable. At middleweight, you're just lazy. Hopefully they get that rebooked ASAP. But with that being said, we still had 12 fights on this card, so let's get into them. Even though the beginning of this card was really bad, not gonna say a lot here, gonna skim through pretty quickly these first 4 fights. As we began with the flyweight tough finale to begin UFC 319. Yeah, this fight kinda sucked. Well, not kinda, it did suck. As we had our first fight of the night and our only tough finale of the night until Noche with the welterweight one. We had to open UFC 319 Joseph Morales versus Alibi Idiris. Yeah, this fight sucked. Joseph shouldn't even been here. He did lose to Emmanuel on the Ultimate Fighter, and then he came here, beat the shit out of Alibi, and got a tough trophy he never should have been in the fight to get. Yeah, shitty fight. I don't really have a lot to say. Alibi is fucking terrible. Like, that dude is just garbage. He had no idea what he was doing. Like, truly. He looked lost out there. He couldn't strike, he couldn't grapple. He looked lost, and he finally quit when he was in an arm triangle choke. Was it an arm triangle? Yeah, when he was in an arm triangle choke, he quit. He sucks. Garbage. Morales is going to lose again in UFC, probably get cut. He'll probably go 0-2 again and get cut. He's not a good fighter at all. He's 30, almost 31, and he's just not a good fighter. Again, he lost to Emmanuel on Ultimate Fighter. He's going to lose to a lot of guys in the UFC because he's just not a good fighter. And, yeah, he sucks. I don't know what to say. One of the worst tough winners I've ever seen, on the level of Kurt Alibi and Austin. Who was the other idiot? Oh, Brad Katona. Actually, I think Brad Katona is way better than Joseph Morales, to be honest. And, yeah, he sucks. I don't know. He shouldn't even fucking been here, so, yeah. Not very much else to say. Alibi's gonna get a UFC contract anyway. We know how this shit works, so we will see Alibi in the future. Maybe he'll get better from this. I doubt it. He looked piss poor. And Joseph's going to get cut probably by, like, this time in 2 years he'll be gone because he just sucks. So, not very much else to say in that regard, is there? Shitty fight to begin the night. Shitty tough finale. Hopefully the one on Noche is better. And, yeah. Justice for Emmanuel because he got fucking robbed. Speaking of robbed, our next two fights of the early prelims were highway robberies, as we had in our second fight of the night one of the worst robberies I've ever fucking seen. I don't even know what to say about this, and I picked the person who got handed the robbery, and it's still bullshit. As we had our second fight of the night in the women's flyweight division, our first of two robberies back to back, and this one is way worse than the other one. We had in our first robbery of the night, Karine, Silva versus Dione, Barbosa. Wow, they got this one so wrong, it's not even funny. There's no world Karine Silva won this fight. Like, there's truly no fucking world she won this fight. Dione Barboza 30-27 her easily. There's literally no world she won this fight. These people are wrong. Dione Barboza won every round. Karine Silva did nothing. In round 1, she got dominated. In round 2, she got dominated. In round 3, she got dominated. Dione Barbosa won this fight. Like, easily. There's no debate about it. She won this fight. And it's one of the worst robberies I've ever fucking seen. Karine Silva, literally for round 2 and 3, the 2 rounds she won apparently, was laying on her back sucking at submissions. That's not how you win a fight at all. Dione Barbosa got robbed completely. And I picked Karine Silva. There's no world Karine Silva won this fight. She got fucking beat easily. She sucks. Karine Silva is a garbage fighter. And there's no world she won this fight at all. I feel bad for Dione because she got robbed out of being in the top 15 because she easily won this fight. And, yeah, just bullshit. The fight was terrible anyway, so adding a robbery on top of it's just like, what the fuck, man? Awful fight. awful robbery. I feel bad for Dione because she got completely fucked over. And again, there's just no world Karine won this fight. She did nothing but get dominated for 3 rounds. So it was bullshit, but what can you really do? I'll take the correct pick, but it's not a good one. It's bullshit. She lost. So I feel bad for Dione. She got robbed, and fuck the judges on this one. Like, bullshit. Karine Silva is garbage. And then speaking of robberies, this one ain't as terrible as the Karine Silva one, but it's not any better. As we had in our featured early prelim, a Unk battle that was it looked exactly like one, and we had our second and thankfully final robbery of the night. Our featured early prelim in the lightweight division, Drakkar Klose versus Edson Barboza. Man, judges fucking hate fighters named Barbosa. I'm not gonna say this was as terrible as the Dione Barbosa robbery, because I'd be lying. That one was just like there's no world. This was still robbery, but it was closer. Like, round 1, Edson clearly won. Round 2, Drakkar won. Like, and not much to say about in the round. Edson clearly won round 1. He landed the better shots, and Drakkar was just trying to cuddle him all fight. Round 2, Drakkar landed a few nice shots to take round 2. And in round 3, it was like round 1. Edson kept it standing and clearly won. I don't know what else needs to be said. Edson Barboza won this fight completely, but somehow he didn't. Like, he got robbed. He won this. Drakkar Klose was not trying to fight him. He was trying to hug him on the cage. That's not fighting. Edson Barboza was the only one trying to fight here, and he got robbed because of it, I guess. I don't fucking know. Drakkar Klose was just trying to hug him on the cage. That's not fighting. He should be DQ'd for that shit. Like, this was a robbery. Again, not as bad as the Karine Silva one, but there's no way Drakkar Klose won this fight. He did nothing outside of round 2. He just hugged Edson on the cage, which is not fucking fighting. So this was highway robbery. It was complete bullshit, and I don't really know what else to say. Another robbery, another Barbosa, just spelled a little bit differently, getting robbed, and it was bullshit. It truly was just bullshit. So I feel bad for Edson and Dione because they clearly won these fights, and yeah, they got fucked. They got fucked. So justice for Barbosas, because clearly judges just fucking hate them, bro. Hate them. And that was the early prelims. They were shit. I don't know what else you want me to say when I spent the last 13 minutes just shitting on the early prelims. Like, yeah, I don't think they were good at all. Like, that was one of the worst collections of fights I've ever seen for a set of, like, fights on a card. Prelims, early prelims, main card, whatever. They were terrible. Like, the Morales fight was probably the best one, and that fight was garbage. Then you ended it with 2 robberies. Like, get fucking real, man. Awful early prelims, just fucking awful. But that's about that. Like, they were terrible. They start off the card terribly, and I feel bad for Barbosa's. Alibi's garbage, so I can't say anything. He just got fucking destroyed. But yeah, Dione and Edson got fucking robbed in broad daylight. And it sucks, but judges are gonna be judges. So, yeah, terrible early prelims, maybe the worst I've ever fucking seen. And not a good way to start the card. Not a good way at all. Were the prelims any better? Yeah, mainly. Not at first, but they got better. So let's move on from those god-awful early prelims that where nothing good happened. Let's get into the actual prelims, where we will begin with our first prelim of the night, our last terrible fight of the night, and a fight that was just bullshit. Oh boy, do I not have a lot to say here, because I just am so pissed off still about this. As we had our prelim opener in the lightweight division, our only lightweight fight of the night. We had to open the prelims, our final bullshit fight of the night as well. The last terrible fight of the night, which is thankfully, I can say, at least I got him out early. We had Alexander Hernandez versus Chase Hooper. Fire Jason Herzog. He's the shittiest referee I've ever fucking seen. I'm not even joking. So, Hernandez dropped Hooper late in round 1. Hooper was completely fine, just shooting a takedown, trying to pull guard, whatever. And Herzog stops it for no fucking reason. Fire Herzog. This was an early stoppage, and I'm not fucking counting this as a loss on my locks and night record or in my picks. So, fuck you, I'm not counting this shit. So, whatever, I'm not counting it. When I do my end of the year like tally of my locks, I'm putting this as a fucking... not counting this as a loss. This was an early stoppage. I don't give a fuck what anyone says. So, Alexander Hernandez is garbage. He got handed a win here by that garbage ref who bets on fights blatantly. And fire Jason Herzog. He's the shittiest referee I've ever seen, and that's like 4 cards in a row now where he's done something fucking stupid. Fire Herzog. This was bullshit. I'm not counting this to my loss record on my locks. And this was bullshit. Early stoppage, all I can say. Finally, after that bullshit, we actually got some real fights that were good for the rest of this card. The rest of the card is good from this point, thankfully. So, let's get into that as we'll begin with our first of many good fights on this card. It only took 3 hours and during the card to get to anything watchable, as we had in our first good fight of the night, or second prelim of the night, and maybe the fight of the night if they gave out a bonus here for that. We had in the first fight that was not god awful on this card in the strawweight division, our final female fight of the card as well, so they went out with a bang at least, between Loopy Godinez versus Jéssica Andrade. This was a good fight. This was a really good fight, actually. Like, no bullshit. This, if I had to give out a fight of the night bonus, this would have got it. I think this was the best overall fight of the night, and I really enjoyed this fight. I thought it was fun. Not really anything special to score here. I think everyone scored this fight the exact same way. In round 1 and 2, Loopy dominated Andrade, was able to just beat her on the feet easily. Couldn't drop her, but she was faster and able to piece her up on the feet pretty easily, clearly taking the first 2 rounds. But then in round 3, kind of like the Pilar fight, Godinez were badly gassed, and Andrade took it to her, beat the shit out of her for most of round 3, and Andrade easily took that round, but like we always say, every week somehow, it always happens at least once. Too little, too late, and Loopy Godinez was able to get to 29-28 decision, and yeah, that was a perfect scorecard. I don't think anyone could disagree. I don't know what would you score differently? Would you give round 3 a 10-8 to Andrade? No. So, it was a clear 29-28 Godinez, and happy everyone agrees and got that right. Yeah, this was a good fight. The first 2 rounds, Godinez was able to pick Andrade apart with quick strikes, but Andrade had moments. And in round 3, Andrade was able to just beat the shit out of Godinez. Again, very much like the Julia Pilar fight with Godinez. So, it was good. It was a very good fight. I enjoyed it. It was a very good start to the card, really. If you cut this bullshit off the card and started here, it'd be a really good card, actually. And, yeah, I thought this was a good fight. It's not what I expected. I did not think Godinez was going to beat Andrade in a striking match, but I guess Loopy is getting a little bit better at striking. They did say she trains with Grasso and Irene and Diego and all those fighters. I guess if you train with some of the best fighters, if you train with Alexa Grasso, one of the best strikers in the world, maybe the best female striker in general, yeah, you'll probably get better, and Loopy looked really good here. Couldn't drop Andrade, but that's easier said than done. Godinez doesn't really have power to begin with, but she was able to piece her apart, look good, and survive round 3. Again, if I had to describe this fight, this was just like the Julia Pilarstri fight to an extent for Godinez. But she was able to do better work on the feet here, so I guess Pilarstri's a better striker. Yeah, this was good. This was a very good fight. Again, if I had to give out a 5 the night bonus, I would have gave it to this. And, yeah, I enjoyed it. I really enjoyed this fight. I thought it was fun. Not really, much else to say in that regard. So, it's a Jéssica Andrade fight, you know it's gonna be good. Unless you didn't grapple fuck that flyweight. So, not much else to say there. So let's finally, for the first time tonight, do a normal recap as we get into our second part of it, which is talking about the fighters. For Lupita, getting her probably the biggest one of her career now, beating a legend like Andrade, now 9-5 in the UFC on a 2-fight winning streak. Oh wow, she has the Angela Hill treatment. She fought 5 Brazilians in a row as well. That's crazy. Loopy looked good here. I think her cardio is shit, which is a problem. If she fights someone who, A, she would not survive a 5-rounder, and B, if she fought someone who could, like, take it to her in round 5, I'm trying to think who would that be at strawweight. Like, I don't know, like, who, they really don't got that person who's just, like, at the moment, so, but she did have some sticky moments in this fight in her last one, round 3. Pilarstri beat the shit out of her in round 3. Andrade beat the shit out of her in round 3. She just can't go the full 3 rounds, and that's a problem. You gotta be able to be a 3-round fighter, and that's just what Loopy is not. She's a 2-round fighter. In those 2 rounds, she's phenomenal. But when she gets to that round 3, she kind of just quits. Her cardio's gone, and she kind of just fades and runs away and survives, which has worked. But how long is that going to work? So she's been able to get lucky in her last 2 fights that she was able to survive. But how much longer will she be able to do that? We'll see. I am very intrigued to see if she will eventually get finished in round 3. Because I wouldn't be shocked if she did. So, she is good. In the first 10 minutes, she is phenomenal. She looked phenomenal here. But after that fucking 10-minute mark, she kind of just fades, and that's going to be a problem. So, she looked good, this is the best her striking's ever looked. But that cardio is just bad. Bad, bad, bad. And then, for the opponent, Beta A Stoka, the legend Jéssica Andrade, she'll be back. Another loss, another 3-fight losing streak in the span of, 3 years. And, yeah, she'll be back. Not really much else to say. Yeah, it's Andrade. She'll be back probably next year, maybe December at the earliest, and we'll see where she goes from there. She is not going to get cut. We already know that's a fact. And we'll see where she goes from here. So, yeah, not really much else to say. It's Andrade. It's nothing new for her. She'll be back. She always is. Well, there you go. Only thing left to say now is finally, for the first time tonight, we can ask, who should I fight next? And for Loopy Godinez, if you saw my recap last week, which no one did, for Vegas 109, I already kind of gave away the idea for Godinez, and I think she should fight Asmin Lucindo. I said Lucindo should fight the winner of Godinez Andrade, and I think that makes the most sense. I still do. Let's do it. Godinez versus Lucindo. I think that'd be a great fight. It'd be a very interesting fight, and I'd be down to see it, so book it. Lucindo, Godinez, that'd be a really good, like, Apex, like, featured bout. Book it. Godinez, Lucindo, be a banger. The striking would be interesting, the grappling would be interesting. Godinez could probably just grapple fuck Lucindo like Lemos did, but we'll see. Yeah, we'll see. I think that makes the most sense though. Let's do Lucindo and Godinez. Pretty fucking simple. Talked about it last week. Makes sense. Book it. Not very much else to say. Andrade will bounce back. Who probably at fucking flyweight. Who knows? And we'll see if she can get back in the win column. So, not really much else to say in that regard. Good fight. Again, very good fight. Good win for Godinez, and in my opinion, the fight of the night. And who should they fight next? I like Loopy Godinez as me and Lucindo. I think it'd be a really good fight. That'd be a tough fight to predict. And again, that sounds like a really good featured bout on an Apex card. So let's do it. Godinez, Lucindo, book it. Andrade will bounce back like she always finds a way to. And yeah, not really much more to say. Good win for Loopy over Legend, and the best fight of the night in my opinion. And yeah, we'll see her fight Lucindo. Called it last week. Stands true here. Not much else to say. Let's move to our co-main event of the prelims. Which in that co-main event of the prelims, we did go to middleweight for our final two prelims as well. And they were very interesting. They were predictable and very interesting. As we had in our co-main event of the prelims, our first of two middleweight fights to end the prelims back to back. We had a super easy one to predict, even though I did fuck it up a bit. I still got it semi-perfect. As we had in our co-main event of the prelims at middleweight, Michał Oleksiejczuk versus Gerald Meerschaert. Yeah, JM3 is getting older and got his head knocked off again here. The GOAT, JM3, took another loss. Sad day in MMA. Yeah, not much to say. JM3 had nothing for him on the feet. He got dropped like twice before he finally got finished. Yeah, not much. Like, he couldn't do anything to Oleksiejczuk. I don't even know if GM3 shot a takedown. And, yeah, he just got beat pretty fucking easily. Not much else to say in that regard. Quick, easy one for Oleksiejczuk. I don't know what dumbass would pick him to win in round 2. I don't want to talk about it. And, yeah, pretty quick, easy one for Michał Oleksiejczuk. Not really much else to say. He was easily going to win this fight on the feet, and he did. And that was about that, so guess let's talk about the fighter. For Michał Oleksiejczuk, now 2-0 with the Fighting Nerds. He's looking good, man. I get not the greatest of wins. Drix Dumas, not very good. GM3 can't strike at all. So, yeah, I guess not the greatest wins, but for Michał Oleksiejczuk standards to be on a 2-fight winning streak is pretty fucking good. And again, he is looking good with the Fighting Nerds. So, good for him, man. He's looking good. 2-0 now with the Nerds. Maybe he's a real, like, prospect at middleweight right now. Still young, only 30 years old. He's looking good. So, not really much else to say. Good luck to his brother on the Contender Series in a few weeks. And, yeah, we'll see what happens. Oleksiejczuk's looking good with the Fighting Nerds. The Polish nerd. And then for GM3, not even less to say. It's GM3. He's going to win some, he's going to lose some. Just like Andrade. I don't record during the day for a reason. But, yeah, we'll fucking see. If he loses another one, he'll probably get cut. I don't think they're gonna cut him yet. Only a 3-fight skid's a 3-fight skid. And, yeah, I'm not really much else to say there. Not very much else to say about GM3. He still can't strike. He's getting older. first ever 3-fight losing streak. And, yeah, not really much else to say there. We'll see him fight again. He might bounce back. If not, he'll probably get cut. I don't think they're gonna cut him yet. That's about that. GM3, nothing has changed. All I left to say now is, of course, who should they fight next? I forgot Topology does not put the fucking rankings on the profiles anymore, so I gotta do this. Topology, you truly suck. So let's go to middleweight. Let's look for Michał Oleksiejczuk. Who could he fight next? He didn't get a step up in competition. He called out Martin Vettori. That ain't gonna fucking happen. So who could he fight? None of these guys would make a lot of sense. No, and I doubt it. No. Tulio's a fighting nerd, I think. Brad Tavares is far from being a new fighter. Caesar Almeida, alright, I don't know when he's ever gonna fight again, to be honest. WP, KG, Bruno Vieira, Rodolfo Vieira. Maybe Jack Hermanson. I don't hate that idea. Like, I think Hermanson would be an interesting one. I'm like looking at it, like Curtis is a welterweight now. Is Kopylov still ranked? I think he is. Yeah, so that's not gonna happen. Yeah, I don't hate the Jack Hermanson idea. I think that'd be an interesting test for Oleksiejczuk. Who did I say Bruno Vieira should fight next? I don't fucking remember, but I don't think they're gonna do that fight anyway. Yeah, I'd be down to see fucking Michał Oleksiejczuk and Jack Hermanson. I think that'd be a good one. Hermanson falling now to top 15, coming off that brutal knockout to RoboCop. I'd be down to see him and Oleksiejczuk. It'd be a good step up for Oleksiejczuk. I would probably pick him to win that fight. I think he'd probably knock out Joker Jack. And, yeah, I think he should win that, so I think that's a good idea. Michał Oleksiejczuk and Jack Hermanson. Sounds like a good idea to me. Book it. And then for GM3, we'll see who he fights next. Could be a prospect, could be a grappler, could be a striker. He might get fed to Diba Gutierrez for all we fucking know. But at the end of the day, it's GM3 and he's gonna be GM3, so we'll see. We'll see what he does next, unless he gets cut, which I highly doubt. I'll tell you that, not really much else to say. Quick, easy one for Oleksiejczuk, and as expected, if he could keep it standing, which he did with ease, because GM3 never really shot a takedown. And, yeah, who should the Polish nerd fight next to continue his undefeated streak with the nerds? I think Jack Hermanson would be a good fight. I think it makes a lot of sense. But let's do it. Michał Oleksiejczuk versus Jack Hermanson. Book it. I think it would be a good fight. GM3, we'll see who he fights next. He is the GOAT for a reason. He'll bounce back. And, yeah, not very much else to say. Good win for the Polish nerd. Looking great with the fighting nerds. Let's see him fight Joker Jack next to see if the nerds are really making him better. Or if he just is getting layup competition. Good one for Oleksiejczuk, or coming up in the prelims. And then for our main event of the prelims, we go to we stay at middleweight for our big Contender Series debut, our first one of Season 9, which just began last Tuesday, as we had in our featured prelim in the middleweight division, staying there for this fight and our previous one. Obviously, we had our featured prelim to our first Contender Series debut of this season, and he looked as good as we expected. Ran through this poor guy, as we got our featured prelim, Baisangur, Susurkaev versus Eric, Nolan. Easy one for Susurkaev. I gotta say anything else? Nolan landed a few decent shots, not really anything important. Susurkaev played with him until he finally felt like finishing him, and he did. Round 2, rear naked choke. Pretty easy shit, not much else to it. A layup for Susurkaev is a layup for Susurkaev. Not much else to say. To talk about our new Phenom prospect ever, Khamzat's teammate. This dude's good. This dude's really fucking good. His striking is good, as we all know. Of course, he had grappling. This is somehow his first submission win. And he's good. 10-0 now, 24 years old. On 4-day notice. Had no time to prepare, and he still looked good. This dude's good. This dude's gonna be a real problem at middleweight. He's well-rounded. He's good. He's gonna be a problem. So, already in contention for Rookie of the Year. He'll probably fight 1 or 2 more times this year. And again, he's fucking good. We'll see who they match him up with next. Probably another layup. He'll probably fight, I would imagine, on 321. I wouldn't be shocked if I would not be shocked if he fought on 321, because that's in Abu Dhabi. That's the card Khamzat wants to be on, which we'll talk about later. So I wouldn't be shocked by that. I doubt it. He might not fight. I wouldn't be shocked if he doesn't fight till like October, November. So he might be on that Qatar card. I wouldn't be shocked by. But either way, when we see him again, he'll dominate some tomato can, unless they jump him up into a hard fight, which I doubt it. And we'll talk about who he should fight in a minute. He looked good. Quick, easy one against a tomato can. Not really much else to say. And then for Nolan, they'll probably give him one more chance down at welterweight. Good job. You stepped in, you did your job of losing, and good job. Simple. Only thing I'll say now is, who should Susurkaev fight next? A Phenom. So that is Baisangur. Who could he fight? They're gonna give him another layup, but who? None of these guys, that's not even fucking worth talking about. No Trishan Gore. Maybe Marc-Andre Barriot, I wouldn't be too shocked by, because he's just cannon fodder to every fucking prospect. Maybe Ismail Nurdayev, but I doubt it. That dude's not even worth being cannon fodder. Yeah, probably Marc-Andre Barriot, if we're being honest. More than likely, because he's just the perfect cannon fodder for any prospect, so yeah, probably Barriot or Nurdayev, one or the other, but I think Barriot would make a lot more sense and probably be funny. Go from Charbullet to Susurkaev. So, yeah, probably Marc-Andre Barriot, pretty simple there. Book that for 321. If Barriot can make that date, which I'm imagining he probably could, do it. Susurkaev and Barriot. There you fucking go. Yeah, not really much else to say. Would you be shocked? Poor fucking Marc-Andre Barriot just getting used as cannon fodder to everybody. So, there you go. Not really much else to say. Quick, easy one for Susurkaev. Kid's really fucking good. 24 years old, no camp, 4 days notice. Smashed this random Nolan guy. Good win for him. He's good. He's really fucking good. Can't believe this is his first submission win, but had to get it eventually, and good job doing just that. Not really much else to say. Quick, easy win for Susurkaev, and who should he fight next? Fuck it, have him fight Marc-Andre Barriot. It'd be a quick, easy win. He would run through him with fucking ease. And you could probably book that on 321 or the Qatar card in November. That's not till like the end of November, so that'd probably be plenty of time for both guys to be ready. So do it. Susurkaev and Barriot. Sounds like a good idea to me. This kid's good. Good way to end the prelims. Pretty simple. Kid is pretty fucking good. Might already be the best fighter from that season of Contender Series. Still got 9 weeks, but I want to see who's gonna fucking top debuting on 4 days' notice. Kid's good. And that's about that for the prelims. If you just look at this portion of the prelims, it was really good. If you look at the 4 fights under it was not great. So, it started off really bad, ended really good. About a, well, not 50-50, because there were 3 good and 4 bad, but like a 40-60 prelims, 40% good, 60% bad. It was fine. I enjoyed the ending of it, and it really did save it. So overall, a salvageable prelims, and they were good. Last 3 fights saved it, and yeah, not really much else to say in that regard. Good ending to the prelims, because at the beginning was so ass. Then we got to the main card, which there's a lot to say here, and there's not a lot to say in the same regard for some of these fights. But let's not waste any more time. We're 41 minutes in. Let's talk about some main card fights as we begin with one of my favorite main card fights of all time. Never mind, this should have definitely been on the main card because I loved it. I keep telling y'all, this dude's ass. I'm correct again. I'm fucking correct. I told y'all. Even though I picked him biasly, I did say he could win, and he did. As we had in our main card opener in the flyweight division, the funniest fight of the night. This just brought so much joy to me. I had such a great time watching this, as we had in our main card opener of UFC 319 in the flyweight division, the funniest fight of the night. We had Tim Elliott versus Kai Assakura. I told you, Kai Assakura is garbage. How many times do I gotta tell y'all? This dude is shit. And I fucking called it perfectly. Kai Assakura is shit. I don't care what y'all fucking say. He's not good at all. He's truly not good at all. Like, he's garbage. Truly fucking garbage. What else do you want me to say? I never understood what y'all saw in this dude. He's so ass. He just got subbed by a 50-year-old Tim Elliott. Oh, that's fucking comedy gold, is it not, man? It's truly comedy gold. You got subbed by a 50-year-old Tim Elliott. I love to see it. I truly love to see it. All respect to Timmy, man. Kai Assakura is a joke. One of the shittiest fighters I've ever seen in my life. What's the hype with him again? His hands are really fast. Okay, Cody Garbrandt, good job. Like, that's not a fucking skill. You actually need more than, my hands are fast. Like, that's not a fucking skill, idiot. He is garbage, and he needs to be cut on the spot. This man is shit. I don't care that he was good in Ryzen, a promotion no one watches. It's not even, you could have said he's good in 1. That'd be more respectable. At least these other guys are being good at least PFL and Bellator. That's a little more fucking respectable. No one watches Ryzen. Ryzen is garbage. Like, this man is ass. He's garbage. Cut him. I don't know what else you want me to say. Just fucking cut him. Tim Elliott was beating him on the feet. In round 2, he was beating him on the feet and subbed him with ease. Tim Elliott's the fucking GOAT. I don't know what you want me to say. Like, 50-year-old Tim Elliott who fights like the combination of Clay Guida and Dominic Cruz. He's the GOAT. I don't know what else you want me to say. 38, gonna be 39 years old in December. Turning back the clock. 2 wins in a row now. He's fucking awesome. How do you not love Tim Elliott? So, great win for Tim. Amazingly funny win for Tim. And, He's Tim Elliott, man. He's awkward Tim. You'd love to see it. Fuck Kai Assakura, that tomato can fraud piece of shit, bitch. Can go back to Ryzen and to beat up 8-8 fucking nobodies. He sucks. Tim Elliott's the GOAT. And let's talk about who Tim Elliott's to fight next. For Timmy, now on a 2-fight winning streak, he's still ranked number 11. Alex Perez? Or, actually, he should fight Kai Kara. More like, not for that meme, yes, but no, he probably should fight Kai, because this is what I think they're going to do. I think Asu's probably going to fight Alex Perez. Manel's probably going to fight either Albazi or Royval. I don't know which one. Tatsuro's going to fight... What they might do, they might have Cop fight Royval, Tatsuro fight Albazi. I don't know what Moreno's going to do for a while. And then that leaves... I think Asu's probably going to fight Alex Perez. And that kind of leaves this tomato can in a wonderland. So, let's do Tim Elliott and Kai Kara. I think that would actually make a lot of sense. Like, I was thinking to Tim Elliott and Alex Perez, but then I thought, why not Kai Kara? So, let's do it. Tim Elliott and Kai Kara France. I would pick Tim Elliott to win that. And have that fight ever happened? I imagine it might have, because they've been in UFC for like fucking centuries. But no, that fight never happened. I'm shocked that fight was never even booked. Let's do it. Kai Kara and Tim Elliott. Sounds like a good fight to me. Sounds like an easy win for Tim Elliott, if you ask me. Yeah, I think that makes sense. So, let's do it. I think that makes a lot of sense. So, like I said, what I would do, and what I think the UFC could do, again, Cop Royval. Taira should fight Moreno, but he'll probably fight Albazi. Perez and Asu, Ursay could fight Tamirov, or even, yeah, probably Tamirov or Tagir. So let's do Tim Elliott and fucking Kai Kara. I think that makes a lot of sense and be good, so book it. Kai Kara and Tim Elliott. Why not? I think that would book it. Simple. Not very much else to say. Cut Kai Assakura. You should have after his debut, let alone now. And I'm not even trying to be funny. Cut Kai Assakura. He is awful. Like, Cody Durden would beat him. Deadass. Cody Durden. Fucking, who else is in that division? Fucking, like, a lot of these guys who are unranked. Alessandro Costa would have wiped the floor of him. Charles Johnson would have wiped the floor of him. Lonnie Kavanagh would beat him. Fucking, like, he's not good. Cut him immediately. You don't even need him. You got Tatsuro Taira. You know why I say that. You know why he's in the UFC. They want the Japan market. You got Tatsuro Taira in the same fucking division. You literally got Tatsuro Taira. You don't need fucking Kai Assakura. So, Taira is literally better than Assakura in every sense of the word. So, and then if he goes up to bantamweight, you got Song Yadong. I know he's not Japanese, but he is still from that, like, kind of he's Chinese, so that's still kind of that market, so you don't fucking need Kai Assakura. He's shit. No one cares about him. He's a garbage can, and he needs to be cut. Great win for Tim Elliott. He's a fucking legend. And let's see him take out the other terrible Kai in that division. Let's see him wipe the floor of Kai Kara France, because I think he easily would win that fight, so yeah, let's do it. Tim Elliott, Kai Kara, book it. Not very much else to say. Great one for Tim Elliott. Cut Assakura on the spot. He's a joke. And Tim Elliott's the GOAT. After that, we go to our second fight of the main card, which was beyond predictable. I don't know why anyone would pick Jared Cannonier here in a fight he had really no chance of winning. As we had in our second fight of the main card, our first of two middleweight fights on the main card, and this one had a few lesser stakes than the main event, but you know, still a top 10 ranking on the line. As we had in the second fight of the main card, probably the worst fight of the main card, debatably, but it was still fun. The first 2 rounds were pretty fun, and again, this fight was super predictable. I don't know how anyone could get this pick wrong. As we had our second fight of the main card, our first middleweight fight of the main card, Michał, Venom, Page versus Gerald, Cannonier. MVP did what MVP does best. He styled on Cannonier for the first 2 rounds, easily taking those rounds. In round 3, Cannonier finally got MVP to fall down. I think he kicked his leg out from under him or something along those lines. And he was able to get on top and lay on him for round 3, but it was too little too late. MVP already got the win in the bag, and that was that. Quick, easy win for MVP. It was a quick, easy win for MVP. Not really much else to say. I don't know what else you would have expected to happen in this fight. He was going to do exactly this. Beat Cannonier on the feet, survive on the ground, if it went there, which it did, and win. So, yeah, quick, easy win for MVP. Don't think anyone's that shocked by it. I told you Cannonier was not going to go into wrestler mode because he can't. He tried to, and he got stuffed every time, pretty much. He's just not a wrestler, and he had nothing for MVP on the feet, so MVP won the shit with ease. So, good on him, man. Good win for MVP. Easy win for MVP. Now in the top 10 of middleweight. Dude's looking good. Dude's looking real good. So, yeah, not really much else to say about the fight. To talk about the fighters for MVP, quick easy win. Now 3-1 in the UFC, really should be 4-0, but you know, the cuck got a robbery win, and again, now he's 3-1 in the top 10 of middleweight. He looks phenomenal at middleweight. This is his weight class. Why the fuck was he ever fighting at welterweight? Like, I get you get the size advantage, but that's not really that's not really a good enough reason. So, like, he's always been a middleweight, and it's good to finally see him fighting at his weight class, because this is his weight class. Welterweight was never right for him. Middleweight, he looks phenomenal. So, now he's in the top 10 of the division. Dude's good. Pretty simple. Dude's really fucking good. And then, for his opponent, Gerald Cannonier, the loser of the fight. Not really much else to say. Not really much to say about him either. He'll bounce back. He's not going to retire. He doesn't need to. He's 41 years old. He'll be 42 in March, and he's still damn good. He's still one of the best middleweights in the world. And he'll bounce back. He'll still be ranked pretty highly. And, yeah, I think he's only going to fall to, like, probably, 9, 10? So he's still going to be ranked pretty fucking highly. And he's going to bounce back. He'll probably beat up a Dolidze or a fucking Paulo Costa and get another win. Probably in a main event, because we know him, he only main events. So, yeah, pretty easy shit in that regard. Cannonier had nothing for MVP here, but he will bounce back, like he always fucking does. Pretty simple. All I have to say now is, who should they fight next for MVP? I know he wants to go back down to welterweight, which is fucking stupid, but if he stays at middleweight, which he should, who should he fight? There's a lot of interesting options. You got Whitaker, you got Brendan Allen, you got Paulo Costa. I think those would be the 3 top options. I'm trying to think. What are they gonna do? What are they gonna do? I still think they're gonna do Whitaker and Fluffy, because they're fucking stupid. I still stand by that idea. They're gonna do Whitaker and Fluffy. So then what? I'm down with the MVP and Brendan Allen. I think that'd be a great fight. So, like, I still think they're gonna do. I think they're gonna do Rainier versus Drakkar, and they're gonna do Strickland versus Izzy, and they're gonna do obviously Khamzat versus the winner of Kaio Imavov. I think Fluffy's probably gonna fight Whitaker. I just see it, and they're not gonna push Fluffy. And I think he's gonna beat up a super ancient Whitaker. So with that being said, I think MVP and Brian Allen. I don't even remember who I said Brian Allen should fight after the Vittori win. If I even gave him a fight idea. Let me look. I didn't give him a fight idea. So yeah, I'd be down to see MVP and Brennan Allen. That'd be a badass fight, to be honest. I'd be really down to see that. So, yeah. It's either going to be Allen, Costa, or Whitaker. And again, I just don't see him pushing Fluffy. They don't want to. I don't know why. I truly have no idea why. But they just will not push Fluffy. So, if they are going to give Fluffy a step up, if he's going to fight Strickland or Izzy or Renier or something like that, which I doubt, then yeah, then fine, Whitaker and MVP. But I just don't see it, and when I don't see it, I'm going to say let's do MVP and Brennan Allen. I think that'd be a great fight. I don't think MVP should go down to welterweight. I know he wants to. He shouldn't. If he did, he'd go fight Joaquin Buckley, which would be a really cool fight, but I don't think he should fight at welterweight. He should stay at middleweight. He's better at middleweight, and I'm down to see him fight Brennan Allen. I think it'd be a great fight, so let's fucking do it. Brennan Allen, Michael Venom Page. Would anyone be upset about that fight? That'd be a badass fight night main event. I'm down to see it. Let's do it. And then for Jared Cannonier, he'll probably either fight Deludze or Costa. So that's a win either way for Cannonier. And yeah, so there you go. Not very much else to say about this fight. Good one for MVP, as expected. He styled on him for 2 rounds and got to win. MVP is going to do what MVP does best, and that's be MVP. And good one for him, man. So yeah, good one for MVP. Now in the top 10 of middleweight. And who should he fight next? I know a lot of people probably don't care for it or think about it. Again, Whitaker might be the one they do if they push Fluffy, but I don't see them doing it. I truly don't. I think they're going to do MVP. I would like to see MVP and Brennan Allen. I think that'd be a good fight. I think that'd be actually a great fight. And let's do it. MVP, Brennan Allen, book it. I think that'd be a really good fight. So, let's do it. And then Cannonier is going to probably main event Apex card versus Paulo or Deludze. So, which he will win that fight pretty easily. Either one of them. So, there you go. Not really much else to say in that regard. Good fight. Good one for MVP. He did what MVP does best, which is style on you till he wins. And yeah, Cannonier will bounce back. MVP is really good at middleweight. Good fight. MVP is gonna MVP. Next, our featured bout of the main card, a fight that was super predictable. I don't know how. Another fight, I don't know why anyone would have got it wrong. As we had in our third fight of the main card, a very easy win for the other nerd on the card here. As we had in our third fight of the main card, not going to say a lot here because it was predictable and easy to predict. As we had in our third fight of the main card in the welterweight division, our first of 2 spinning elbows back to back. Yeah, I don't know what to say about that either. We had Carlos Prates versus Geoff. It's not Jeff. Neal. Yeah, Prates knocked him out in round 1 by a spinning elbow. Do I need to say anything else? Didn't think so. Good bounce back one for Prates. They gave him an easy bounce back layup and he took it. And we'll see what he does next. Excuse me. Fucking long ass recap. We'll see what Prates does next. He said he wants to fight on the Brazil card, and Dana said he will be on that card, so I have an idea, and I think it's pretty obvious what they'll probably do, so yeah, good. It will be cool to see him on that card at home in Brazil. And yeah, we'll see what Prates does. Good bounce back win still. You should have never lost to Ian Gary, but shit happens, I guess. And a good bounce back win for the idiot who smokes cigarettes, because that's one of the dumbest things you could do as a human, and I have no respect for you. Good win for Carlos Prates, and easy bounce back was an easy bounce back. Then for Geoff Neal, he's the same mid fighter I think he's always been. He hits really hard, and that's about it. Yeah, that's about it. He hits really hard, and that's about it. So, there you go. There are so many better fighters in that division who are unranked. Salikov, fucking Randy Brown is levels above him, so I don't know. I never saw much of Neal. So that's about it. Geoff Neal is just here to be knocked out, and he did a great job at that, so good job. Now the only thing I'm saying now is who should they fight next for Carlos Prates. Again, they said they're going to put him on the Brazil card in a couple months. I think October 11th. I think the Oliveira Fiziev card. I think Gilbert Burns is the obvious fight. That'd be a cool co-main event. Carlos Prates and Gilbert Burns. The only other one I could see is Joaquin Buckley, and I don't think he's going to say yes to that fight on not really the fullest of camps. And so, more than likely, Gilbert Burns will be the sacrificial lamb in that fight. So, yeah, I think they're going to do Carlos Prates and Gilbert Burns in Brazil. They're going to try and get Gilbert Burns fucking murdered, but that would be a good retirement fight for Burns, so let's do it. Prates and Burns, pretty easy fight to predict and do there. Cool co-main event in Brazil. Not really much else to say in that regard. Good win for Prates to get back on track. Easy win was an easy win. Neal's just a guy who hits really hard. He's not really the most skilled. And, yeah, good easy win for Prates. Let's see him on the Brazil card smash Gilbert Burns. That's about that. After that, our co-main event of the evening. Wow, what a fucking moment here. Well, we had the UFC sign another tomato can, and that's in our co-main event of the evening. In the featherweight division, we found out who Volk's fighting next, because Jesus Christ. We had in our co-main event of the evening, our co-main event of UFC 319 in the featherweight division, our big debut of the night. That went perfectly well. We had our co-main event, Lerone Murphy versus Aaron Pico. Like I said, the UFC signed another tomato can. Yeah, Aaron Pico's garbage. Like, I don't even know what you want me to say. Aaron Pico is shit. Like, he didn't, like, before even getting knocked out, he really didn't do a lot. He shot takedowns and couldn't really get them. He landed a few body shots that looked nice, but really didn't lead to anything. And eventually he got the same fate as Geoff Neal, and that was a spinning elbow to the fucking dome that put him out cold. So, yeah, another shitty signing, just like Kai Assakura, Pitbull, Patchy Mix, and Pico fucking sucks. And, yeah, another failed debut. I'm so happy I did not pick him and fall for that fucking bait again. Because, yeah, he's fucking terrible. he has no fucking chin. And, yeah, he just gifted Lerone Murphy a title shot. So, not really much else to say. So, let's just talk about the fighters now. For Lerone, he just got himself a title shot. He's going to fight Volkanovski in probably December. Maybe November, December or November, whichever one they're gonna aim for. And, yeah, he deserves it. There's no one else who could fight Volk right now. Yair, no. Diego's about to lose to Gene Silva, and the winner of that will probably fight the winner of Lerone and Volk. Who else is there? Brian Ortega? No. Aljamain Sterling? No. Arnold Allen? Get fucking real. So, yeah, Lerone pretty much just earned himself a title shot. Sweet. Let's see how he does against Volk. He could win. He could lose. I would probably pick Volk, but I could 100% see Lerone winning, so can England get another champion, or would Volk stop the hype? Time will tell. Can't wait for that fight. And then for Aaron Pico, yeah, he sucks. You can just cut him now, we don't care. We do not care. He's fucking garbage. And another waste of money, Dana. Good job, buddy. Good fucking job. Not very much else to say. Good win for Lerone Murphy. Of course, the fight idea is going to be Volkanovski. They pretty much already confirmed that he's going to fight Volk. Again, no one else could. Like, who the fuck are you going to give a title shot? Nobody. So, Lerone and Volk, book it. That's going to be awesome. And, yeah, I can't wait for that. That's going to be a sick-ass fight. Can't wait. And again, they said in December, so that could be, they could do like Ilya defending, Volk defending, and fucking Van Pantoja on like one card in December, which would be lit. Hope they actually do that, because that'd be awesome. And yeah, should be fun, so let's do it. Lerone and Volk, gonna be sweet. Book it. Pico's garbage, cut him on the spot. And, yeah, you're welcome to the Apache Mix Assakura Club of your shit signing that Dana wasted money on. You fucking suck. Good one for Lerone, and let's see if you can go win the belt. And then, speaking of winning the belt, finally, our main event of the evening. The fight we were all waiting for, and to be honest, if we were still waiting for it, I don't think we'd be that upset, as we had in our main event of the evening for the undisputed UFC Middleweight Championship of the world. The biggest middleweight fight of all time. It was pretty fucking boring, but it was still, before it happened, the biggest middleweight fight of all time, as we had to end UFC 319 for the bout for the middleweight championship. Khamzat Chimaev versus Dricus du Plessis. Khamzat went full Khamzat. He actually went full Merab, for being honest. He mauled Dricus for 25 minutes. I scored at 50-43. I did not see the actual judge's scorecard. I didn't hear him. 50-44, 50-44, and 50-44. Really? Only one 10-8 round. Yeah, I scored at 50-43. Like, Dricus got demolished. There's nothing else to say. This fight was boring as shit, but it's what you would have expected if Khamzat won, and he did. He wiped the floor of Dricus, and good on him, man. Good on him. The new champ, one of the most dominating championship wins of all time, and new. 50-43, Khamzat Chimaev. He made it look easy. Middleweight's fucked. The fight was boring, and Dricus sucks. What else is there to say? What is there really left to say about one of the most boring fights of all time? Good win for Khamzat, but yeah, this show's boring. So, I'll take my L. I did pick Dricus, who just shit. Cut Dricus on the spot. He's so trash. And, yeah. Not very much else to say. Khamzat's gonna fight the winner of Imavov Kaya. We already know that. And he'd probably gonna smash the winner. He would wipe the floor of Imavov, and he will probably beat Kaya. He would beat Rainier. The only guy who I actually think who can give him a problem and maybe beat him is Anthony Hernandez. I think he could really give Khamzat problems, but who knows if he'll ever even get that title shot, because he's gonna be stuck main eventing Apex cards against Whitaker and fucking, I don't know, Izzy for the next 2 years. So, yeah, Khamzat's gonna hold that belt for a minute, mainly because he's never gonna fucking fight. He says he wants to fight at UFC 321. He ain't. He's gonna fight at maybe the earliest, maybe March, April, and I even highly doubt that. So he'll fuck, he might not fight till like July of next year, so he's just not active. The worst thing that could happen, to be honest, and good win for him, respect to him. If he was gonna win, this is what it was gonna be. But it was still boring. He did a Merab, just somehow more boring than Merab. And yeah. I got it wrong, but I told you it was a 50-50 fight, even if it didn't look like it. And yeah, Drakkar sucks. Good for Khamzat. Let's see if the winner of Evolve Kaio can beat him, which I can already tell you they can't. And yeah, that's about that, man. Let's see what fucking happened. Good win for Khamzat. New champ. Long overdue if you really think about it. And get ready for many more boring Khamzat fights. That's about that. That's there you go. That's the recap. I guess as we end every recap by saying, make ready for UFC 319. Boom. That was the card. That was the recap. To go over how I did on picks, I went 8 of 12 for perfect 540. Yeah, okay, I'll take it. Only ones I got wrong, I got Drakkar wrong. Okay, I'll take the L. Hooper, that was an early stoppage, I'm not counting that. Karine Silva, I got Edson right, so what did I tell you? Got Karine wrong, she did not win that fight at all. And Alibi, okay, he sucks, I can't even fucking lie about that one. So, yeah, I'll take it. Could be worse, could be better. Still, I got Tim Elliott right somehow, so I'll fucking take it. Then, for the bonuses, it went to Khamzat, Murphy, Prates, and Elliott. No idea how Khamzat got a bonus. That's some of the most bullshit I've ever seen. There was like 8 more performances more deserving than Khamzat. The other 3, I agree. These 3 should have got bonuses. But Khamzat? You could have gave fucking... This could have been Fight of the Night, would have been more deserving. You could have gave fucking Susurkaev a bonus, it would have been more deserving. Khamzat did not deserve a bonus. He fucking did not at all, and the fact that he got one is fucking disgusting, almost. Whatever. Third to last thing, if you missed a card, what should I say? You should go back and rewatch, skip all of this, because it was terrible, and just watch the rest of the card from this point. That's pretty simple. After watch from the Godinez fight to the end, and you're gonna really enjoy it, in my opinion. So there you go. Second to last thing, our favorite segment every week, the chopping block. Who's getting cut this week? I say 3 fighters: Kai, Assakura, Aaron Pico, and Drakkar du Plessis. Kai Assakura, self-explanatory, he's garbage. Aaron Pico, self-explanatory, he's garbage. Drakkar du Plessis is just garbage. Get rid of them. I know 2 of them won't happen, but you, like, no bullshit, like, no joking, so you really should have cut Kai Assakura. He's shit, so good riddance. Because if you look at the rest of the card, Alibi's gonna get a contract for sure. Barbosa didn't lose. Early stoppage. You're never gonna cut Andrade. GM3 can get 1 more fight. If they cut Nolan, I wouldn't care, but he'll probably get a fight down at welterweight. Cannonier, no. Geoff, Neal, no. So, yeah. 3 cuts, and really only 1 should actually happen, so there you go. And finally, what would I grade, whatever, UFC 319? I'm gonna say a 6.6. I thought very good. After we got to the Andrade fight, the rest of the card was really good. The first 4 fights were duds, so that's why it took a 4-point loss. Now down to a 6, but then I think we got up. I think a 6.6 is fair. It was a good card, a lot of 2 great knockouts, a great upset by Elliott, some good prelims to end the card. MVP did his thing, Khamzat did his thing, for better or worse. It was a good card. I enjoyed it. Fun pay-per-view. I think a 6.6 out of 10 is fair. I enjoyed it. I truly did, so there you go. I had fun with it. I thought it was a good card. Maybe I'm grading it higher or lower than most people. I don't know. I would imagine higher than a lot of people are grading it. And yeah, but I'm gonna stick with it. I don't care what other people are grading it, because I'm saying a 6.6. There you go. And that's that. That's UFC 319. Yeah, I think I talked about everything. I can't really think of anything else to add. Got a new champion, got 2 fantastic knockouts. I'm not thrilled Khamzat's champion either, because he's boring and inactive, but what can you really do? We'll see how the winner of Imavov Kyle does. Murphy's gonna fight for the belt. Prates is back. MVP's good. It was a fun card, and I had a good time with it. I hope you did as well. And now we look to the future, which will be UFC Shanghai next Saturday morning, night, pretty much Friday night, if you're being honest, at 3 a.m. So pretty much Friday night going into Saturday morning. So, you know, fun. And Road to UFC, so yeah, next week's gonna be fun. Shanghai, Road to UFC, Contender Series. A lot of good shit going on, and I'm very excited for all of it. There will be a Contender Series recap on Wednesday, Road to UFC breakdown on Thursday, Road to UFC recap on probably Saturday, I would imagine. Of course, there'll be the UFC Shanghai breakdown on Friday and recap on Sunday. So from Wednesday to Sunday, you're gonna get a video every day. So, well, hope you enjoy them. Hope they're good. I can't tell you. I'm gonna hope they're good because I'm making them, but I'm guessing they're gonna be good. I'm excited to do all of that, and yeah, that'll be the video cycle from next week. UFC Shanghai card looks alright. Doesn't look phenomenal, but alright. And should be interesting. Should truly be very interesting. So there you go. I'll put 2 shorts out today, maybe 1, and I'll put the other one out early tomorrow. We'll see. Definitely 2 shorts will be made about this card, fight ideas, and the other one, which is just what I kind of already do at the end of the video here. And then stream-wise, I'll probably be doing the Hangover stream tonight, but maybe I'll do tomorrow. We'll see. Never know. More than likely tonight, but maybe I'll just chill and do it tomorrow. I doubt y'all mind either way. Of course, Contender Series stream on Tuesday. I don't know about Wednesday. I don't think so still, which is annoying. And then obviously the pre-party on Friday. I'll probably do another like small little stream on Wednesday or Thursday to make up for nothing on Wednesday. So just expect that. And yeah, thanks. That's about everything I wanted to say, man. Pretty short recap compared to usual, only an hour and 17 minutes. But when the first 4 fights the card were so bad you skip through them, kind of says a lot. So, fun card. I enjoyed 319, and now let's head over all the way to Shanghai. So, to do that, I gotta end this recap, and to do that, I gotta say, I hope you enjoyed the video. Please like, comment, subscribe. 200 subs is the goal by the end of 2025. And as always, unless I'm free to say something, good night in Chicago. Had fun, and now let's head to Shanghai by saying, as always, RX out, good vibes only, and always.